Hey everyone, welcome back to the Let's Play of Rimworld. In this episode we're going to go ahead and help to improve the quality of life of our colony as best we can. There's always going to be random events that are going to be taking place that we'll have to try to work around, but nonetheless we're going to go ahead and work on some infrastructure, so to speak. So go ahead, I did off camera set up a little bit here. I did set up just some general construction to start with mining in this area, so we can start setting up some walls and corridors and things just to tidy things up and make things more livable. I did also adjust our storage area, so I'm going to start moving things inside so they're out of the elements. Having things sitting out here, over time they do deteriorate and they will not, eventually they'll be destroyed or won't be as effective when they're being worked with. And go ahead and pick up the speed here. We have a trader parked out here. I do also have to set up an area for some of that as well. I'll be doing that in just a moment. I want to make sure everything else is square. We're getting some food made and some blocks, so that's good. Alright, excellent. See how our potato crops are coming along. 81%. That's good. We're almost ready for that. And that'll help us out because we'll be able to make some higher quality meals now that we have two sources. If you add meat and a plant together, it ends up becoming a fine meal, which they definitely prefer over eating, poorly made jerky and drinking fresh milk, I guess. So I'm getting some of the structural things taken care of here. And also getting some more metal work done. And we do need to get a power structure set up here. Without that, things are going to turn for the worse in extremely short order. So go ahead and take a look at our power options. Now at this point, due to our research, we only have wind turbines and steam generators available. Steam generators are nice because they're consistent. You can chop down trees, make kindling and burn it, or once you research agriculture enough, you can plant corn and turn it into ethanol fuel in a chem lab. So regardless of wind or with solar power sun, or even with steam power, you need a steam geyser. With that, you can plant extra trees. Granted, they take a long time to grow, but you can plant trees as a source of fuel, or grow corn as a source of fuel and stockpile it. But they don't produce a lot of power. The steam generator outputs 750 watts. The wind turbine at a maximum output outputs 3,000 watts. So it's one of those things where it's not going to be consistent, but it's going to produce more average, just about consistency. But I think we're going to go ahead and go with the wind turbine, and we're going to set one of these up. Now, one of the things, and I was looking at this before I started filming, the general layout of this isn't very conducive to a wind farm. We've got very thin tunnels or caverns here, and anything that's a larger space is further away from the base than I would like. So we're going to have to run power lines up and into a battery storage. And if we get raiders or things along those lines, they'll set fire to or destroy the wind turbines or the power conduits, and just cause a lot of havoc. So let's see. Let's find a good spot for it. And summer has officially begun. So can I squeeze one right here? I can. So I think I'm going to start with our first source of power right there. We can put some solar panels along this side. We'll get that going right away. I'm going to want to run a power conduit from here. Oh, I can't put it over there. Must be a specific type of land structure there. Go down a bit. Okay, go through here. That working. I have to do a little bit of logistical shenanigans here. As you can't run power through solid rock, I'm going to have them mine this out, and then I can put a wall here and we can run it the conduit through the wall itself. Alright, so we're starting to make good progress. on getting some of this out. Things are being hauled in indoors so they don't deteriorate, which is good. We always want to make the best of our resources. Early game, it can seem like you have a lot to work with. In reality, once you start getting into something bigger and working on things that require more power and more resources, it starts to run short pretty quickly. Let's see here. We do still have a lot of marble block left, so I think we're going to go ahead and use that as our walls. Each square does take 5 marble blocks, so this can be labor intensive to use marble or any stone as your wall, but it's worth it for the mood boost. Colonists do not like looking at rough rock walls and ugly, roughly hewn rock floors. Basically, it's like living in a crappy cave. On top of the fact, you get mushrooms growing all around you, and there's rubble laying everywhere. It's not good for morale, to put it mildly. So let's go ahead and get this roll in here, and then we can bring our power conduit in, and we can start a battery bank. I'm going to have to move some of the stuff around quite a bit, but we'll work on that in just a moment. Let's see how everything's going here. Okay, good. Bringing in some more meat. Definitely need to get that worked out. We're getting low on food. We got a dry thunderstorm. That's not such good news. As you can see, stay out of there. Alright, there we go. Alright, it's raining now. Fire is the worst enemy in this game that you can possibly imagine. It's a very bad thing. It spreads very quickly and will literally cook you inside of your structure if you don't have an open roof. And sometimes it gets to a point where it gets so hot, your colonists will literally burst into flames. So as you can imagine, not such a good thing. There it is. I only see one thing, but okay. Alright, let's go ahead and have these all hauled as well. I got 2 people in a bad mood. You guys are a couple crybabies. This is the OGs up here. They're like, what? Nothing wrong with this. What's wrong with you? I'm gonna have to move your bed, though. Yeah, you're kind of up in my business here. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and set this up here. Get the power ready to roll. Alright, we're gonna need some batteries. I'm gonna start with 2. Just not fully. Oh, there isn't any wind. Somebody's got here and chop these trees down, dog. Come on. It's hard to have wind wind power when you've got trees in the way. Oh yeah, milk that cow. Sweet. Oh, failed. I need you. I need you for hauling. Need to get you trained up there, Mignon. Alright, this is coming along very nicely. We're going to be able to get this walled up and floored in pretty short order, which is going to help a lot with mood. I do need to expand the cleaning area. And get some of these rocks and things cleaned up. Before I do forget, I'm also going to make them a marble horseshoe pin so they can play horseshoes, so they have something to do. Right now, basically, their fun is staring at the wall. That's not good for morale either. I really need to force somebody to hunt here, running out of food. Alright, let's pause it for just a moment. I am going to need to borrow you. I have to have you manually hunt. Oh, good. All the animals are sleeping. This will be easy. Oh, that wasn't so hard. There we go. Let's see, what else do we got around here? I know there was some deer in pretty close proximity. Must have migrated out of this exact area. Go ahead and reload. Alright, here they are down here. I don't want to overdo it. We'll be getting cooling soon, but we can't freeze anything, so I don't want to overkill on it and have any of it rot. It only lasts about 4 days, but that should do us. We've got 2 deer, a couple boar. Should last us for a little while. Alright, there we go. They're putting our horseshoe pin to use, which will definitely help out with their mood. You're going to bed. I was going to move your bed, but that's okay. Alright. Somebody cutting down these trees yet? Your prioritization is epic fail, people. I'm going to have to change some priorities here. Let's see, all plant cut is set to 3. Bump up the priority there a little bit. Alright, so things are moving along pretty well. There's a lot of hauling to be done, but with everything... Oh, you just ate raw food. You're not going to be happy about that. Really? Oh, man. I'm trying, people. I'm trying. Yeah, nothing like eating some raw meat right up to start the day. Looks like our potatoes are almost ready, though, which is good. Oh, they are ready to harvest. Let's go ahead and assign these to be harvested as well. We've got so many things to do. I think for the time being, I'm going to chill it on the research to free somebody up, just so we can get some of this in the works. These cows are producing a lot of milk, so that's very good. That is an extra source of food. It looks like our harvest of potatoes was pretty good. We've definitely got a lot to work with there. We should also be able to make some salads and things with that, so that will definitely help out, keeping everybody's mood up, so they don't have to resort to eating raw food. Alright, not a whole lot of work aside from that being done, though. A little bit disappointing. To expand our chunk area here. Well, nobody's filling it up yet, though. Man, there's just too much stuff to do. As well, we've got a brief moment here, however. I think I'm gonna have this bed uninstalled. We're gonna start moving some of this over into this area. I'm gonna make a little dormitory when some of these stones are set up or taken down. Go ahead and plop your bed right about here, so we're going to have a wall there. We have an escape pod. Oh, I really can't afford to have another person in our colony, but let's take a look at you as a character. 39, decent age. Pessimist, not so great. But your shooting, melee, and social is pretty decent. I can't even really spare the time or resources to aid you, but I think I'm going to have to, otherwise I will feel horrible. So, Bonneville, if you'd be so kind, let's go ahead and have you rescue Nick. We'll just treat him up, get him off the map, and improve our relation with whatever tribe he's a part of. It's always a helpful thing as far as trading and things along those lines go. Speaking of which, do you want to make a Orbital Trade beacon? This will allow us to trade with traders that do show up. I'm going to place it right there. So people aren't really hauling everything in quite yet into our storage area. So if we do have a trader pop in, or things along those lines, we'll be able to trade what's out here. and make some cash off of it and get some resources flowing in. Oh, careful. Do not... Oh. Thought we were going to have hunting accident right about there. I really need to cancel these hunting jobs, as that's tying you up and you can't aim, so we're going to go ahead and cancel that. Really eating raw potato? Why isn't anybody cooking? Did a job break around here or what? We have 12. No. What is going on? Let's see, cooking. I only have one person set up to cook. I should probably have the butcher cook. That would probably be a good thing, right? Let's see. 3 skill, not very great. 4 skill, halfway decent. So I'll set you up to cook too. We need to get some meals going, otherwise we were going to have some very unhappy people. Did you... Wait. Did they die? I'm confused. I only have 1 medical bed. Oh, good lord. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that fire. Oh, that squirrel's a daredevil, holy cow. Oh, that boar's gonna get it. Oh, that squirrel's gotten it. Oh, no. If you don't sleep next to a fire, real bad idea, dude. Real bad. At least we got some pre-cooked squirrel out of the deal, I guess. Ooh, cargo pods, excellent. Let's see what we've got. Some textiles, don't really need it, but never hurts. It's showing you as Nick Major is where were you? So confused. Whatever. Yes, please put out the fire. Hopefully it'll rain soon, but it's pretty much burning itself out, at least up in our direction, so not going to worry too much about that. And we did get those. Alright, thank God. Okay, we've got some power now. That's going to help us out a lot. And we are getting some meals made. Even better. I'm very happy about that. And getting some things hauled in. I don't know what was the impetus, so to speak, to get all this work done, but I'm happy about it. It's probably because we don't have research or hunting going. Alright. Need to add this to our barracks. So you do the same for this one. And this one. Oh. Cows, wake up! No! Why? Animals are really dumb in this game, I do have to say. That's ridiculous. Our cows are smart. They're like, dude, I'm sleeping up here. I don't know what you guys' problem is, but... Getting some stuff hauled here. We're making decent progress. I think it's time to put in some flooring, as well as some walls. Thank you guys for cleaning up. It's getting kind of grotesque in there, to be honest. Alright. Wall along here. That'll take a while to build, so I'll let them work that out. Let's see here. We're also going to need a cooler, as it's going to start getting hot. Luckily we're in a cave system. That's another good thing about building inside of a mountain. It's 80 degrees. There's about a 10-degree difference between inside and outside, but it's going to start getting warmer. So we're going to have to put in a cooler now. Oh, I failed at placement on this one. Pretty bad. And so we need to vent the hot air out behind that. So let's see. I have to make some shenanigans here. Alright. we're going to do is we're going to make, and this is going to take a long time to build, and this is not optimum by any stretch of the imagination, but build an area here where we can put a cooler here just to cool these areas down, and then expand it so you have another one running here, and things of that nature, so we can expand it down and keep the air going out, because it's going to get very hot in there. The nice thing about that, in the winter, also once I researched the system for vent work, we can prepare a series of hot and cold vents, and we can use this hot air that will be in there to heat the rooms, and we can just switch over the venting. That's a little ways off, though. We've got a bit of research to do before we can do that. Once we have all this done, we do definitely need to set up a walk-in refrigerator / freezer for our food, so we don't end up wasting it or having it go bad on us. It's another good thing about the potato crop is that food is fairly good. It takes 25 more days before our potatoes are going to go bad. Oh, we only have 3. Oh man, that's one of the rough things about the early game in this. You've got so much going on that without proper research and without proper planning, it can be rough. Let's go ahead and cultivate some more soil there. We need to start up another crop. And we've got a raid. Oh, so much going on, so much going on. Okay, let's see what this is all about. They are going to prepare for a little while. It's those Garar Kai guys. Those guys are kind of douches. And there is a larger number of them this time. That is going to start growing the more that our colony develops. The raids are going to get larger and larger. Especially with tribals, their raids are spawned with a certain amount of points. And the tribal gear is relatively low point value, but it's not any less dangerous. So with the tribals, they may not have power armor or charge rifles or machine guns, but they do have numbers. I've seen raids of 35, 40 tribals at once. And dealing with that large of a number when your colony may only have 6 or 8 members, it gets dicey real quick. Alright, so they're going to plan for a little while. I'm going to leave them to their own devices. Think of a good defensive position. This is going to compromise us if this is finished, because then they can come in directly. At the same time, if I do leave that open, they might see that as a more viable option for pathing, because there isn't a door, and we can kind of trap them in a tunnel. I'm going to let the game spin up here and let a little bit more time progress and see where we're at when they decide to charge in. Our batteries are starting to get a decent charge, which is good. Alright, looks like everybody's going to pass out here. I'm guessing as soon as everybody's asleep, it's probably when they are going to strike. Yep, that is exactly what's happening. Alright. Oh, come on, guys. They're visitors, but they're taking the time getting here. That they might help us. Nice thing about visitors, the tribe that they're in isn't always 100% aligned with yours or always friendly to your tribe, but if they're there visiting and raiders come, they can help you. So the fact that they're probably going to be coming from behind, they may help out, and they may really boost our chances of surviving here. So, Bonneville, since you are a pacifist, go ahead and take up your normal position in the fetal sort in the corner. Jinriki, need you on standby near the entrance to charge out and assist. Eli, go ahead and have you drafted. I don't have a lot of chunks for cover out here anymore. I'm gonna have to build some actual defensive structure soon. I'll have you go there. What do you got? You got a shiv. I think I'm just gonna let you sleep. You're not awake yet, and you're not gonna be any real help offensively. Yaya, our premier massacre, helper here. I'm going to have you stand in the doorway itself. Alright, so we should be ready to go. Alright, let's see what happens. Leave my cows alone! Why? Why does everybody want to kill my cows? I hate you guys. Alright, Eli, you're too far away and they're going to be destroying our beef supply, so I need you to come up here. Please do not get shot in the head. Thank you. I don't know what our tiger is doing. There you go, good job. Oh, one of our cows is down. That's not good. There you go. Get him. There you go, excellent. Take no prisoners. Frickin' biatches. You shot the tiger too? Come on. Stabbed in the body. Ooh, and malnourished. That's not good. It's probably because I don't have any raw meat for you. I'll have to rectify that in short order. Let's see. Bruise in the torso. And you're good. Alright, this cow, however, not so good. And you're the heifer too. I was hoping that you were going to get pregnant. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case anymore. No reachable, unreserved, non-prisoner bed. I can't make a bed big enough for you. That sucks. I think we're going to need some euthanasia on this one. I'm sorry, cow. It's a sad day. But you're going to help to feed the colony. Wait, are you dead too? Oh my god! Both of our cows are dead. Frickin' really? Oh, those bastards. The next time that frickin' tribe shows up, they better hope nobody gets wounded when they attack, because, yeah. I want to be harvesting their organs, and they're not going to like it. Neither will my colonists, but yeah, they got another thing coming. We are like, we're feuding. We're fussing right now. Ain't no joke up in here. Where are you resting? I'm going to make your bed a medical bed. And then hopefully somebody will come along and treat you. Oh, need to undraft you guys as well. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and treat Eli. Good job. Thanks for taking care of that. But now that we've had the crisis averted, we've taken down our opponents, now we're going to harvest their gear. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here for this episode. I've been a little bit of a wild one. In the next one, we're going to continue to fortify and also refine our base and set up some more electronic goodness to get everything rolling. And we'll see you next time.